What happened?
You're adopted.
Uh-oh.
So if you don't want the world to know it, don't say it.
Yeah, there it goes.
It's got
What?
torpedoes and
Stream
guns
is going.
and,
Oh, there we go.
and a HUD and I'm like,
Cool.
I don't
Got
want
sound
this.
okay?
I got it now. I was talking and like, I could. Hey, Nick. Hi,
Lisa, we're
Pepper.
streaming right now to the world.
Hey, baby.
Hi, Fiddler, Lisa. Hi,
There's
John
only
Reed.
two people that'll watch.
Hey, baby.
One of them is me.
There's
Carrie is
I
so
don't, I
cute.
don't have it on. I don't know.
And Snow and Cooter are here from Match Game. They decided to stop in for a few minutes.
Hey,
Welcome
welcome.
Is Porcelana here? I thought I saw.
I'm here.
Porcelana's here. Hi, Porcelana.
Hi, sweetie.
Hello, Snow and Cooter. Hello,
All right, we're gonna wait
Porcelana.
traditional
Hello,
couple
sweetheart.
more minutes.
The traditional.
Yeah. Don't want to
I
break
haven't
the
seen-
tradition.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
break
don't wanna break
tradition. I haven't seen Dusk in a while. Hi, Jim. Good to see you. I haven't seen Dusk in a while.
She was at the Derby Saturday, and then
Oh, was
she was
she?
over
Yeah, she
playing
was.
games afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, good. I
In
wasn't
fact, I
here.
think
I was...
she won one of them.
Oh, good
Hey,
for
wow,
you.
Jeez,
there's
you
two
did.
people watching. I guess
And-
one is you and one is
I
Pepper.
haven't started yet, but I'm getting
Oh,
ready
you
to go over
haven't
there.
started? Then it's me and Pepper.
We don't need to talk
the
about.
other two. The other one.
We don't need to talk about anything else from that Derby.
Why?
What happens at Derby stays at
Yeah,
Derby.
what I'm missing, I was there.
Y'all, Derby was on YouTube too. It's everywhere.
Who?
Ain't safe. Ain't nobody safe around me.
Right?
Yeah,
But at least I do let y'all know.
Alright. How come it won't? It's not doing it. There it goes.
yeah. I think only one of us got naked. She who will not be named. Where is she? I'm here. Is she?
Ah, that was funny.
She only got naked because she put a car on.
And I was zoomed out.
Twice.
I'm pretty sure YouTube
Twice.
didn't catch that.
She didn't do it just once. She did it twice.
Wow, I can't wait to see the rest of it.
Something like that, I
Bad
think
girl.
the census might get
If
checked out.
you count the little tip, say little tip, the tip of her dick hanging below her skirt, Sonya was.
Wow, you talking about yourself there, Thin?
No, I'm talking about my
The people
sister's
we let
dick,
in
not
here,
my
huh?
dick.
I'm telling you what.
Sonya is
Jeez,
canonically Stan's sister.
I'm going
love.
to snitch. I'm
No,
going to tell
no,
your
this
sister
is
you're talking
wild.
about her.
Lovey.
It's her first time here, and so don't be assholes. Thanks.
Okay. Look,
Oh, my
welcome. Welcome. Glad you could be here.
Don't be yourselves till next week. Bring her back for a second time. Then
Yeah, let her get used to things first and then start doing that.
So what are you going to do to be different tonight?
Way
I'm
to go,
gonna have a beer.
Porcelana. Way to go.
No,
So
not
the
a beer.
tits
Have a
and-
lemonade.
yeah,
That's
I mean-
different.
I'm gonna have a beard and a dick instead of tits and a dick. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're so funny. We love you.
Thank you.
Yep. Beauty of SL. You can be whoever you want to be.
You're so funny. She loves you.
Oh.
Alright, I think we might as well go ahead and get it on started.
All right.
Might as
Boo
well.
Couple of
Joe.
y'all here. If they ain't
Joe.
here, they're just gonna be a little late.
Yeah.
Happens. Alright, welcome everybody. Welcome to Hooligans Underground. Welcome to Standing Room Only.
Woo!
How's everybody doing?
Oh, we doing
Everybody
great
survived the holiday weekend?
now. Yeah, you
No,
can
I
say
had
that.
3 days off. It was good.
All right. Good job. Nicely done.
I lucked out. It'd be really nice if I got paid for those days.
Oh, that'd be even better. Yeah.
That just meant that yesterday felt like Sunday all day to me.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it kind
today
of did
felt
to
like
me.
It did.
Monday, and then I'm like, no, it's
And
not
today's like
so.
Monday, but it's already Tuesday. Ain't that nice?
Well, speaking of Sundays, y'all, Thibodeau once owned a farm.
Yeah.
Now he had an old mule on that farm. Don't stop me if y'all heard this. You gotta listen. He had an old mule. He used to pull plows around the field for that stuff he grew. It was a good, hard-working mule. He took real good care of that thing. He gave it a place to sleep in the barn, special place. Like he said, a sign that said the mule.
For the
Now,
mule.
the only problem was that every evening when he tried to put that mule in the barn, the mule's big old long ears would brush up against the top of the barn, the barn door. Now, this happened to drive the mule crazy. Didn't like it. Don't fuck with his ears. Didn't like it. And he go kicking, and if you was next to him, he'd kick you real hard. Now, in order to solve this problem, Thibodeau decided to cut a larger opening at the top of the door. You know, so the ears wouldn't touch it. Now, as he was working on that door, Boudreaux came by, and of course, wanted to know what Thibodeau was up to. You know, Thibodeau, he explained the whole problem, and Boudreaux, the smart man that he is, suggested to Thibodeau that he could save time and a lot of work by digging the entrance down a little bit, like a little trough.
Ah,
You know, seems logical, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I would do
Raise the
it.
top or make the bottom lower.
Yeah, same thing. Now Thibodeau, he got all upset. He said, "Oh, you cool young. I done told you it was his ears that are too long, not his legs."
Who's a donkey now?
Poor baby.
All right, here's one I haven't said for a while. Sunday reminded me of this too. All right, Boudreaux took a walk out to the dock, and what he found out there was a beautiful blonde woman standing there crying. Boudreaux said, "Michelle, what's wrong with you?" And she replied, she says, "I ain't got anything to live for, nothing. I'm going to throw myself into the water and off myself. I'm dying." Now, Boudreaux, "Oh, no, don't do that. You're such a beautiful woman. You got plenty to live for, I'm sure. Tell you what, I'm getting ready to get on this boat, and I'm going to Europe. I can sneak you on. I'll take you with me. Take care of you. We'll be happy together forever." It's like the night from the bayou, huh?
Right?
Now, Boudreaux, he snuck that stowaway on board. He hid her in a lifeboat. For weeks, every day, he would bring her 3 square meals. Hey, Randy, 3 square meals a day, making
Oh.
sure that she was well taken care of. Now, in return for that, every night, he would slip into the lifeboat, and they
Ooh.
would make mad, passionate love.
Ooh, baby.
And now, one day, the captain discovered the woman, and he asked her what the heck she was doing on that lifeboat. And she answered, she said, "One of your crew members, a wonderful man, has been taking care of me. He's been feeding me, making love to me. He's taking me to Europe." Captain said, "Cher, I am so sorry to tell you this, but this boat only goes across the river." Y'all, we got ferries in New Orleans. We got like
Oh, yeah.
one,
And you got
two,
boats.
You got stories up there too.
We got like 3 of them that run now.
Jim.
You bought it. You bought it.
You got
Bye,
it.
y'all. Open
You
mic time.
Oh,
Let me see how many people
Yeah.
out there come up there. Who wants to come up for open mic?
I have a couple. I have a couple.
Hey,
Okay.
Pepper.
All right, Pepper.
Let's go, Pepper.
All right,
I'm
everybody.
not sure if I told this one before or not.
Well, let's try it.
So,
All right, everybody. Let's welcome up Pepper.
let's see.
Hey, Pepper. Then I guess
Yay.
Lisa.
Hi. Happy fall. Happy September.
For some of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It's still hotter than Hades here.
Oh, it's cooled down here. Okay. A little boy goes to his father and asks, "Daddy, how was I born?" The father answers, "Well, son, I guess one day you will need to find out anyway. Your mom and I first got together in a chat room on Yahoo. Then I set up a date via email with your mom, and we met at a cyber cafe. We sneaked into a secluded room and Googled each other. There, your mother agreed to download from my hard drive. As soon as I was ready to upload, we discovered that neither one of us had used a firewall. And since it was too late to hit the delete button, 9 months later, a little pop-up appeared that said, "You've got mail."
Oh, that's really
cute.
clever.
That's hilarious. I like
Yes,
that.
that's a
really
modern
good.
version of the birds and the bees.
Yeah.
You. That's you.
That's awesome.
Dang.
Times have sure changed.
Okay, here's
Found
another. A man received the following text from his neighbor. "I am so sorry, Bob. I've been riddled with guilt, and I have to confess. I have been helping myself to your wife day and night when you're not around. In fact, more than you do. I do not get it at home, but that's no excuse. I can no longer live with the guilt, and I hope you will accept my sincerest apology with my promise that it won't ever happen again." Bob, in complete shock, didn't know how to respond. A few minutes later, a second text came in. "Damn spell check, I meant Wi-Fi, not wife."
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oops.
Alrighty, that's it for me.
All
Yay!
right.
Way to go, Pepper.
Way to go, Pepper.
Big hand for
Those are
Pepper,
great.
y'all.
Dang autocorrect.
Somebody's in big ass trouble now. Thanks, spell check.
No, it's AI.
It is AI.
Ain't
It's
no
not
such.
very I.
Everything's AI now.
It means ain't intelligent.
I should probably learn how to use AI to write jokes.
That you did.
Might come up with some new Thibodeau jokes.
All you have to do
Ah,
is
yeah.
ask Siri, tell me a joke. Siri will tell you a whole bunch of them.
I hope my secret
Worse
ain't
the
getting
ones
out.
that we tell.
All right, y'all. 75-year-old Boudreaux returned
Damn.
home after a round of golf.
Oh.
Still playing golf at 75.
Yeah. 75-year-old Boudreaux playing golf.
Very
Now,
old.
Marie asked him how it went. Boudreaux says, "Well, I was hitting the ball pretty good, but my very old eyesight don't go bad." I can't get that sentence out. I couldn't see where the ball was going is what I'm trying to say.
No.
Yeah. Now, Marie, she suggested that next time she should take Thibodeau along with him. Now, this is about the time when Boudreaux and Thibodeau wasn't seeing eye to eye. Now how cranky old men get. Remember,
Because they were
75
blind or
years
what?
old.
Yeah.
Or one-eyed.
Now, Boudreaux said, Marie, Thibodeau, 85 years old, and he don't play golf no more. You know this. Marie says, yeah, but his eyesight is still really good. He can watch where the ball goes for you. Kind of like a pointing dog, a bird dog. Boudreaux said, yeah, you might be right. Maybe so. Now, the next day, Boudreaux and Thibodeau head out to the golf course. And on the very first tee, Boudreaux hits what he figured was probably his best tee shot ever.
Wow.
He turns around, looks at Thibodeau. He says, all right, Thibodeau, where my ball went? Thibodeau looks at Boudreaux. He said, man, I forgot.
About what?
I done forgot, y'all. Well, he seen where it went. He seen exactly where it went.
Oh, but he forgot where it was.
But he forgot.
Oh my God.
Well, I ain't 75. I forget shit like that all the time.
Right?
Getting old is gonna just suck water.
All right, I'm just gonna do one more, then we'll try to get some open
I'll
mic.
go up next if you don't
I
mind.
think Lisa wants to go next.
I'm
All right,
already
well-
standing up.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you-
Well, that's all right.
That's what
Let me
gave me the
let me
clue.
spin the camera around and get the shot of Lisa standing up waiting.
Forgot.
I'm waiting.
Yep, there she is. See,
I don't have my panties in a bunch, but they might get there.
they're getting there. All right, I'll make this joke quick.
Quick.
As quick as I can. Now, you know, I'm just a dumb old coon ass. Quick really ain't in my vocabulary.
All
In
right.
fact, our motto for life, you know, the big easy. We do
Big
everything
easy. That's
yeah.
right.
The big easy. So when you tell me to hurry up, well, actually you didn't, but when I tell you I'm gonna hurry up, I'm gonna hurry the hell up. Guarantee it. All right.
Okay.
That's
So
a
which is it?
Sorry, guys. All right, Boudreaux. Recently, he had surgery.
we're not laughing with you.
I crack myself up sometimes.
That was just a long ass explanation to tell us how you gonna do this quick. That was awesome.
And you could have had it done already without that.
Right?
Man.
It's all good.
One of Wade's jokes.
All right. All right. Straight up. All right.
Oh, there it
Okay,
is.
Jim.
So hold on. So I've been
I was about to
rereading
start.
comic books online. Here, let me come up here. Hold on a second.
What are you doing?
I'm interrupting. I've been rereading old comic books online, like starting
Okay.
back at like issue 1 of the X-Men and reading through. So I get to, let me make sure I have the right thing copied here. Don't want a mistake like that. I get to this issue of
That
X-Men
was actually
from
really funny. I'm so
1999.
laughing.
just a couple hours ago, only to see the X-Men's favorite Cajun, Gambit, tell a fucking Thibodeau joke.
Hey, really?
So there you
Yeah,
have
but
it.
he's doing it. That's
Oh,
awesome.
after all that. Dang. Who knew that?
Well,
I didn't know
hey.
that was in there.
Oh, there you go.
Nothing.
Well, there you
Click
go,
that
y'all.
link.
Telling
It's Gambit
Thibodeau
telling a Thibodeau joke.
The Gambit is that that's probably a New Orleans magazine. In fact, I guarantee it is. All right.
Oh,
All
right, everybody, let's welcome up Lisa.
Please stop.
I didn't have it.
Stop.
Okay.
There we go. Please rock.
So I was saying, hiya all, happy after Labor Day and September and picking apples. No, that's October.
Or
Throwing
noses.
apples at your neighbor, or I don't know,
Tomatoes.
picking up watermelon. I don't know. One of those. I turned my mic. I am
Hey,
sorry,
Lisa,
I turned
there
it
you
off.
go.
I know I accidentally do that a lot. But I was cleaning out my inventory from all these SL birthdays and Christmas and Halloween and Friday stuff, and I found I had a battleship, which is it's huge. It's 121 trim, and it's got guns and torpedoes and everything. But I was reading that in France, they're replacing their aging, deteriorating naval vessels. So I guess French ships don't always last forever.
Oh, that's a long way around to get there.
That,
Friendships.
wow, that went over like a sinking battleship. Okay, French ships. Okay,
Friendships.
I'm aging like a fine wine in a basement, untouched.
Oh.
Nice.
Fiddler?
Nice. That's all I got to say. Is
Aging, yeah, but aging. Not to brag though. I am aging, but not to brag. I just went into another room and remembered why I went in there.
Wow.
Granted, it was the bathroom, but still. And you know what the best advertisement for anti-aging cream would be a 5-year-old lying on the bathroom floor covered in cream shouting, "Help! Help! I've used too much."
Oh, that would be clever. Oh, that would be
Yeah.
clever.
Regular naps
Yeah, right
prevent
now.
aging. Yep. No, they do. Regular naps prevent aging,
I agree with that.
especially if taken while driving.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, guaranteed. It's guaranteed.
all your money back.
And aging has caused me to need glasses. Glasses of beer, glasses of wine, and glasses of bourbon.
All good.
Yes. Frosted too.
Yeah. And I opened up a gym to helping aging rocking rock bands get back into shape. It's going okay so far, just working out the kinks.
We're going to the
Working
Kings
out the kinks.
this week.
And Fiddler's the
Next week,
king.
The kinkiest.
next week is working on the stones.
Now I overheard this, because of the rock bands in there. At one point, this aging rock star, he was boasting. He says, "I was having affairs simultaneously with Ms. Esteban, Ms. Gaynor, and Miss Steinem."
Ah, wow.
Wow. I said, "Wow." And he goes, "Good. It was fucking Gloria's."
Yeah, I knew something like that. Yeah, Gloria.
Sorry, YouTube.
Glorious. Yes. And then he
So,
woke up.
an aging maple and a gnarled oak were standing on the crest of a hill overlooking a verdant glen. "You see that young sapling down there?" said the oak. I'm thinking it's a son of a birch.
Oh,
No, no, said the maple. I'd wager it's the son of a beech. Just then, a ruddy woodpecker landed on a branch nearby. Hey, Woody, said the maple. Would you do us a favor? Fly down to that young sapling and tell us if it's a son of a birch or a son of a beech. The bird flies down and a few minutes later comes back. You're both wrong. That is the finest piece of ash this old pecker's gotten in a long time.
Oh, that's
That's a good
cute.
one.
it's one fine piece of ash.
Yeah.
Ah, that's cute.
An aging prostitute went into a pet store. She wanted
Wait,
one of the
aging or Asian?
age as in old aging, not
Okay.
Asian as in
Okay, so an
Oriental.
old hooker goes into a pet store.
an old hooker, prostitute. Yeah.
Okay.
She wanted one of the newly weaned puppies they had on display. The clerk, knowing that puppies so young can be difficult, began to explain how to feed, train, and care for a puppy. I might get in trouble because I hadn't pre-read this. The woman was confused by everything he said and seemed to be taking in none of the information being presented to her. So after about 3 fruitless hours of instruction, the clerk finally conceded that you can't teach an old trick new dogs.
That's good.
Oh, that's a long one. Okay, this is about the picky princess and peasant John.
Ooh.
The picky princess and peasant John.
That's what I thought you said.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom ruled by a kind but aging king. Not Asian, but old king. The king
Okay.
had a single daughter, beautiful
You gotta
and clever.
visualize this correctly.
Yes, but incredibly picky regarding suitors.
All right.
At first, the king entertained many foreign princes, young nobles.
Suitors are people who get to fuck his daughter, right?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Seeking
right.
the
I'm
hand
on
of
track
his-
tonight. Oh, you
Seeking
get
the
A+.
Yeah, there we go. Seeking the hand of his daughter in marriage. However, the princess insisted every potential groom be put to a mysterious test of her design. And none of the suitors returned from a walk in the park with her. So gradually, the nobles and the princes stopped visiting the castle, and the old king began to despair. Will his daughter ever find someone worthy enough to inherit his kingdom? So he let it be known that anyone, no matter his birth or station, can try his luck. So it came to pass that peasant John arrived to brave the princess's test. The princess took him for a walk in the castle gardens, passing the time in pleasant conversation, until they came to a pond full of crocodiles. The princess slipped a ring from her slender finger, threw it into the pond, looked at peasant John, and said, "Pull it out."
Uh-oh.
Peasant John didn't hesitate and pulled it out, and the princess said, "Finally, all the other idiots jumped into the pond." And I'm going to stop with that one.
Yay,
Good
Lisa.
job.
Way to go,
Oh,
Gravy.
Lisa!
Awesome.
All right, big hand for Gleason, y'all.
Hey, Gleesra!
Not bad for just waking up.
You know you're retired when you're just waking up at 7 in the evening.
I know.
Well, it could have been a late nap, in which case I've done that before. All right, remember that short joke?
We're ready.
Okay. All right, Thibodeau and Clotilde. They just got married yesterday. And when Thibodeau went back to his house, he found that Clotilde had disappeared. Now, he was getting very worried. Gathered up all his friends. He got Boudreaux, he got Hebert, Pierre, and Como, and Badeau. All of them went to search for his new wife. No success at all. Now, 2 days later, after Clotilde disappeared, the man returned home. I think that man was Thibodeau, y'all. Thibodeau returned home to find Clotilde in the kitchen. Thibodeau asked her where she been up to, what the hell's going on. Wait, why she wasn't at home, right? Now Clotilde said, well, this man kidnapped me and had wild sex with me for a week.
Wow.
Thibodeau,
Lucky her.
but it's only been 2 days. What the hell you mean a week? Thibodeau's smart, y'all. Man, he's sharp. Clotilde, well, I'm only here to get something to eat. She left.
Let's take a
It's bad.
That's good.
Kidnap a woman,
Sand meals, boy.
you have sex with her for 2 days, can't even feed her. The
break.
hell?
Clean panties
That
and
ain't
food.
very
That's all I need.
gentlemanly like.
They've been busy sexing. You don't have time to do no eating.
Yeah, ain't got time to eat, huh? I don't know a single Cajun that wouldn't at least stop to eat.
Wow.
Like to eat. All right, some of y'all are thinking something really nasty right now. I can tell.
Mm.
I
No.
just know it.
What am I thinking?
Boudreaux went to church last Sunday. After the service ended, Father Abed walked over towards Boudreaux. He said, Boudreaux, I didn't see you in church last Sunday. I hear you was down at the bar watching football. Thibodeau said, no, that's not true, Father. And I got the fish to prove it. That was a short one.
He
Man's
ain't
gotta
got all
eat,
his
right?
pennies together.
Man has got to eat. All right.
He's not
Who
on
else is
there.
ready to come up?
They're just standing up. Maybe he'll come.
Maybe
Here
he'll
comes
go up
Fiddler.
All right.
Yay, Fid!
Yay, Fiddler!
Everybody,
there.
let's welcome up the Fiddler to the stage.
Way to go.
Hey, Fiddler.
Everybody.
Hey.
Oh, I gotta turn my mic off.
Coco, stop. What do you want? Go outside?
Does Fiddler need to turn his mic on?
Yeah, turn your mic on.
Outside? Okay.
How's that? Better?
Hey, oh yeah.
Meh.
Okay.
Oh, I don't
This
know.
week I went for dirty jokes, but
All right.
not too dirty that they can't be on you.
Oh,
Okay. So a man is being arrested by a female police officer who informs him anything you say can and will be held against you.
Okay.
The man replies, boobies!
Oh my God! I can hear my grandson saying that.
I can hear myself saying it. Life is like toilet paper. Either you're on a roll or you're taking shit from some asshole.
Yeah.
I know. I saw 6 men kicking and punching my mother-in-law. My neighbor says, "Aren't you going to help?" I said, "No, 6 should be enough."
Should be able to do it.
6 guys can handle it.
I went out on a blind date, and at the end of the date, she says to me, "The only way you'll ever get laid is if you crawl up a chicken's ass and wait." What a thing to say. Hey. Here's a known fact. If sex is a pain in the ass, then you're doing it wrong.
Always gay people.
I guess that depends on who you ask.
Who you ask?
I guess so. You know more than me. If a man talks dirty to a woman, that's sexual harassment, period. But if a woman talks dirty to a man, that'll be $6.50 a minute.
Unless he's got a British accent, then he can say whatever the fuck he wants, and her panties drop.
Well, in this country.
This is a little raunchy. I bought a box of condoms earlier today. The cashier asked me if I'd like a bag. I said, "Nah, I'll just turn the lights out."
Oh boy.
I got an email today from a bored housewife, 33, looking for some action. So I sent her my iron. That'll keep her busy.
So romantic.
You know, this is true. When Miley Cyrus is naked and she licks a hammer, it's art and music. But when I do it, I have to leave Home Depot.
You get banned.
Did you folks know that if you hold your ear up to a stranger's leg, you can actually hear them say, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Is that the voice of experience we hear speaking?
He was at home.
This is also true. If a woman sleeps with 10 men, she's a slut. But if a man does it, he's gay. Definitely gay.
No doubt about it.
Here's a question for you. If you're masturbating and your hand falls asleep, that's got to be the ultimate rejection, right? I mean,
Right? Oh my God!
I think.
what do you call a Mexican with a vasectomy? A dry Martinez.
Oh,
And for my last one, erotic is using a feather. Kinky is using the whole damn chicken.
oh yeah! Good point! Very good,
And
too!
that's all I got.
Way to go, Fiddler!
There you
All
go.
right, way to go, Fiddle. Big
Oh,
hand.
excuse me, love.
Okay.
Big hand for Philly, y'all.
Yay.
You guys all know my type of jokes anyways.
They're great.
All right. Thibodeau's sitting at home when he hears a knock on the front door. He opens up the door and sees a snail on the porch.
No.
Picks up the snail, throws it as far as he can. Year later, there's another knock at the door. He opens it up, sees the same snail. The snail looks up, he says, "The fuck was that all about?" Yo, that's probably one of my most favorite jokes.
I love that.
I don't know why, it just is.
It's
because it's got the word
great.
A year later.
A year later.
Alright, I was gonna say this one, but I ain't. It's a stupid one.
Give it to me. I'll do it.
You got it, bro.
Mike,
Alright, one more, then we'll do open mic. I have a feeling we got more people. Alright, Boudreaux was in New Orleans. He was patiently waiting and watching the traffic cop on a busy street crossing. The police and stopped the flow of traffic and he shouted, "Alright, pedestrians." Then he'd allow the traffic to pass after. He'd done this several times. Boudreaux stood on the sidewalk watching. Now, after the cop had shouted pedestrians for the 10th time, Boudreaux went over to him and said, "Ain't it about time you gonna let the Catholics cross?"
Oh no.
Alright, y'all. Open mic time once
that was
again.
good.
I got some jokes I could do.
Hey,
Cam's
Jim.
coming up.
Yeah.
Let me vacate the stage. Over here. Get out the way.
Take your time. I know you're a coon ass.
I am. Slow coon ass.
Oh man.
But I'm
Like when-
easy, bro. Alright, everybody. Let's welcome up Jim.
Hey,
Oh, you're doing it again. What's the matter with you?
I don't know. I got this pole up my ass.
Yes.
Well, man, back up, bro.
That's not gonna help it.
I think he likes it. Leave him alone. I need to take a picture of that. That looks good.
Yeah, looks bigger than the real one. A boy had an artificial eye made of wood, and he went to a dance where he saw a pretty girl sitting by herself. It was no wonder, though she had a hair lip. Well, after a while, the boy went over to her and asked, "Wouldn't you like to dance?" And the girl was very excited. She said, "Wouldn't I? Wouldn't I? Wouldn't I?" The boy turned back to her and said, "Hair lip, hair lip, hair lip."
That's one of my favorites.
The girl in a wheelchair goes to a dance, but nobody will dance with her. And finally, a guy comes over and asks her to dance. So they twirl around on the dance floor for a while. Then when the dance ends, the girl asks the guy to bring her home. So on the way home, the guy says to her, "Hey, listen, is there any chance that we could, you know?" The girl says, "Well, yes, but you can't come in the house. I live with my uncle. But you know what? You could hang me here onto the railing and have our fun." And so they do. Then when they're finished, the guy takes the girl down, puts her back in the wheelchair, and wheels her to the door, and he leaves. Well, the uncle comes out, and he tells the girl, "You better marry him." And she says, "Well, why?" He tells her, "Well, he's the first one who didn't leave you hanging on the rail."
God.
Oh my god.
The keeper.
A man's looking for a place to have a drink, and he sees a sign that reads, "We will give you all the beer you can drink for $1. Well, he goes in and looks forward to this great deal. He puts his dollar on the counter. He says, "I will have all the beer I can drink for $1, just like the sign outside said. The bartender hands him his drink, and the man says, "Well, why do you serve it in a shot glass?" The bartender says, "Well, that's all the beer you can drink for $1.
That's slick.
Had that coming.
Man goes into a bar and he orders a beer. Ready to leave, he asks what he owes. The bartender says $3. Well, the patron puts 3 $1 coins down, but he spreads them out across the whole length of the bar. The bartender isn't too happy, but he walks the whole length and he collects his money. Next day, the same man comes in. He orders a beer again. The bartender tells him, "Are you going to spread those coins out again?" He said, "No," and he hands him a $5 bill. When the bartender sees his opportunity, he spreads the change, the $2 change, out all the way across the bar. And he said, "Here's your change." Well, the patron walks out and says, "Keep it."
There's your tip.
Told you.
I have a friend who grew up in Chernobyl during the same time the reactor melted down. He told me he watched a documentary about the disaster, and he said he counted 8 historical accuracies on one hand.
Wow. On one hand.
One hand.
One hand.
That's
Yeah, that was
terrible.
going to be really reliable.
Have you heard of the guitar called Epiphany or Epiphone? I guess I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I always wondered why they would make a
Epiphone.
guitar named that. Then I had a sudden realization.
You had an epiphany?
An epiphany.
I had a sudden realization. There's a pole up my ass.
That's the mic stand.
Phone, but
I
That's why I
propose.
said I wanted to take a picture of you because it looks so good.
Well,
Fun.
woman broke up with me saying I had a small penis. Didn't bother me a lot though, because I wasn't that into her. She was always saying things. She was always saying things that I didn't that upset me, like, "Is it in?" But I guess she liked sex while we were together. She was a screamer, but only when I walked in on her.
Oh man.
Told me a small penis wasn't too bad. Well, I told her I wished she didn't have a penis. My next girlfriend, I decided I wouldn't let her see my penis, and I insisted we had sex in total darkness while I used a nice dildo on her. She agreed, but a couple years later, she surprised me and turned the lights on.
Oh.
Said, "You liar!" And I said, "Well, okay, I'll explain the dildo after you explain the abortion."
Oh.
Oh! Oh, God! Oh, damn!
Hey, Jim!
All right, Jimbo!
Woohoo!
Thank you very much.
All right, big hand for Jim, y'all. Had me laughing so hard I had to turn my mic off.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Oh, it was bad, bro.
Good.
All right.
All right.
Boudreaux and Thibodeau. Walking through the woods one day, and they came across a well. Boudreaux said, "Hey, Thibodeau, how deep you think that well is going to be?" Thibodeau said, "I don't know. Let's find out." Because that's what Thibodeau does. Smart man. So the two began throwing things down the well, and they cannot hear or see things hitting the bottom. Now Boudreaux, he spots an old train tire laying near the bushes. Train tire, what the fuck? I think they mean a train tie, the wooden ties.
Oh, like a railroad tie.
I done ruined this whole joke. Fuck it all up. Let me start over from that point. So the two began throwing things down the well, and they cannot hear or see the things hitting the bottom. Then Boudreaux spots an old train tie near the bushes. "Hey, Thibodeau, I got an idea. Help me move this train tie." So they throw the train tie. It's like a tongue twister. So they throw the train tie down the well. Not 2 seconds later, a goat runs out of the bushes, straight for them, jumps in the well.
Oh,
Whoa. Boudreaux, you see that crazy goat? Asked Thibodeau. Now, before Boudreaux can respond, their buddy Pierre walks out from behind the bushes. Says, "Hey, you fellas happen to see my goat?"
Uh-oh.
Boudreaux, "I don't know if we saw your goat, but we just saw some goat jump into that well." Pierre says, "Oh, well, that couldn't have been my goat. My goat is tied to a train tie on a 20-foot leash." Damn Pierre. The hell's he doing with a goat in the woods anyway?
Oh, yeah, necktie.
They didn't notice that when they picked up the train car to throw it at the goat.
All right, we still got time. Who wants to tell a couple?
Ooh.
All right. Ain't nobody jumped up. So Thibodeau went to see Dr. Abel. He told him that he and Clotilde didn't want to have no more babies. Now, Dr. Abel told him that there was a procedure called a vasectomy that could fix his problem. But
Wasn't Mexican, was he?
nah, it was a coon ass. A cheaper alternative, says the doctor, is to go home and get a cherry bomb, light it, put it in a beer can, hold the can up to your ear, count to 10. That's it. Now Thibodeau says, yo, I may not be the sharpest hook in the box, but I don't see how putting a cherry bomb in the beer can next to my ear is going to help. Trust me, says Dr. Abel. So Thibodeau went home. He lit a cherry bomb, put it in the beer can. He held the can up to his ear and began to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now at this point, he paused. He placed the beer can between his legs to continue counting on the other hand.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I'm gonna leave a mark.
Well, not
Dr.
gonna
was
work.
right.
No more
Dr.
kids
Abel
after
was
that.
Let's start out
Paper,
as
too.
a joke.
All right, open mic. We keep calling. Or I can keep reading.
Oh, nobody?
Nobody.
Wade?
All right. Wade? No. Wade's been quiet, huh?
Didn't have enough time to tell a joke.
I do. I got a couple that I could.
Well,
Okay,
we got
cool.
5
Hey,
minutes.
Oh.
Yay!
Minimal.
Come on!
All right.
Yes, sir.
I see Mr. Wade is moving. Let's everybody.
Yay!
Hey, way to go,
We got
Wade!
a big welcome for Wade.
I don't know. A couple of these probably ain't gonna be too funny, but that's all right.
It's all right. Most
Okay.
of tonight's wasn't very funny either.
So, so I was in a hotel the other day. You know, we're moving, so we were going to stay in a hotel. And I was standing there at the counter. And, yeah, well, we won't talk about what really goes on in hotels. So I'm standing at the counter, and this old lady walks up next to me. Not an old lady, she's a young lady. She's a good-looking lady, actually. She's a pretty girl. And I was like, all right, that's pretty girl. So I finished my business with the teller there, the dude behind the counter. I forget what he's called, whatever. The guy that takes my money, gives me my room. There you go, concierge, whichever you want to call him. That dude that's working for minimum wage, and I'm not. That's what he was. So I finished my business with him, and I turned around to pick up my bag, and at the same time, the lady had reached down to grab something of hers, and my elbow hit her right on the boob. I mean, just directly on the boob.
Oh,
And
damn,
I
what a
felt
shot.
so bad. I felt so bad. I was like, ma'am, I am so sorry. And, you know, if your heart is as soft and warm as your breast is, then I know you'll forgive me. That lady looked up at me. She said, son, if your dick's as hard as your elbow is, I'm in room 209.
Oh, baby, let's go.
Oh my god.
Good one.
So I go and I'm smiling now, right? I'm thinking I can get my dick that hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit 209. But so I go ahead and it's, you know, I gotta get up and go to my hotel room. So I go step in the elevator, and there's a few people in the elevator, and I step in, and there's this one lady standing there, and everybody kind of seems to be pushing up against the sides away from this lady, and she's looking a little concerned. She's like, what, you know, you can see it in her eyes, like, what the hell's going on, right? So I walk into the elevator, and suddenly it hits me. I'm like, oh, okay. And I look around and see everybody up against these sides and this lady standing there, and I kind of saw that there was no place else for me to stand, so I stood in the middle with her, right? And I kind of looked over, and I was trying not to embarrass her. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm sorry, but, you know, your feet stink. And this woman gets all indignant, you know, because I'm trying to save her. She's in here, and all these people are pressed up against the wall and not wanting to be anywhere near her. And she's looking like what the fuck's going on? So I was trying to help her out, right?
Yeah.
But this lady gets all indignant with me and in a loud voice goes, my feet don't stink. And I looked at her and I said, it must be your pussy then.
Oh, God. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's going to go over well.
And I
Right?
bet she didn't even have a cat in the elevator.
You're probably right. So a man walks into a bar and he looks up and he sees three big slabs of beef hanging there. And they're hanging from the ceiling, and he looks over at the bartender. He's like, what's going on with this meat? Why you got beef hanging from the ceiling? Bartender looks at him and says, well, you can jump up and slap one of those pieces of meat. You get free drinks all night long. The guy's like, well, all right then. Bartender said, but if you miss, you have to pay everyone else's tab. And the guy stands there and thinks about this, and he looks up, thinks about it some more, looks up, says, no, the stakes are too high.
Oh, that's clever. Stakes are too high.
And they're as hard as my elbow.
So I'm sitting on the porch one day, and I got a glass of sweet tea with me, and I'm watching the sunset, trying to relax a little bit before I head inside for the evening. It was a nice breeze coming in. Porch swing was swinging just right. It was a good day. It really was. Tea was just perfect. You know, I'm from Texas, so it's a nice, iced, sweet tea, right? It was just perfect, right? And I was sitting there, and I was looking across the road, and I look over, and there's a little rabbit comes hopping out of the bushes. He just comes hopping out right out into the middle of the road. And I'm just kind of watching this rabbit, not thinking anything about it. This rabbit sitting out there kind of looking around, doing what rabbits do, you know, little nose twitching, tail twitching. I hear something coming up the road, and sure enough, there's a car just barreling down. This car comes right up. This rabbit, for some reason, doesn't move, and sure enough, this rabbit gets squashed flat by this car, right? Just dead rabbit in the road. I'm like, whoa, that sucks. The car screeches to a halt. This dude jumps out, and he's all looking weird and looks at the rabbit and reaches into his car and runs back out, and he's got this bottle that he opens up and dumps on this rabbit. Then he runs and jumps back in his car and takes off. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Did that dude just like put hot sauce on that rabbit? Is he going to come back and eat it? I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, he poured something on this rabbit. And I'm like, well, that was a little weird. So I'm sitting there thinking about it. And a little minute later, this rabbit gets up. And I was like, what the hell?
Uh-oh.
And the rabbit stands up, and I was like, that thing was just squashed flat. How is that possible? So the rabbit stands up, looks at me, takes a couple of hops, turns around, and waves his paw at me.
Oh,
and then turns around and hops a little bit, turns around and waves his paw at me. He does this 5 or 6 times before he gets off this road. And now I am completely lost. What the hell is going on? So I get up off my porch and I go out there walking because I want to see what the hell really, maybe the rabbit's down the hole. Maybe he wasn't a dead rabbit. Maybe he's just knocked out. I don't know. But I go out there and I look. Sure enough, there's no hole, no nothing like that. That rabbit was a dead rabbit on this road. And as I'm walking towards the bushes to see where that rabbit went, I find a little bottle that the guy threw out. And I picked up the bottle, looked at it. I was like, well, this is weird. So I turned it so I could read the label on it. The label said hair restorer with a permanent wave.
Nice.
That's funny.
A
with a permanent wave.
And again, I get y'all to sit and listen to my dumb jokes. All right, y'all.
He ain't dumb. That was funny. Way to go,
All right.
Wade.
Thank y'all.
Wade. Well done, Wade.
Big hand for Wade, y'all.
Thank y'all.
That was funny. No, it ain't. It couldn't have been your goat.
I don't know, that story about the rabbit. I just got an image in my head. That was either Boudreaux or Thibodeau running out there putting some hot sauce on it.
Right? Get you a little bit of hot sauce on there.
I was going to say, did that happen during one of the hurricanes, when we evacuated?
Roadkill. That's good.
All right, everybody. Another week, another Tuesday. Successful. Thank you,
All right.
everybody, for
Thank
coming.
you. Yay!
Thank you,
Awesome.
everybody, for sharing your jokes with us and sharing your laughs with us.
And thank you,
And,
Nick, for having
Sharing
us.
your
out.
time
Thank
with
you,
us.
Nick.
It's probably the
Great
most
jokes,
important.
great people, great.
Right.
Tip to Sam. Tip to Sam.
Good night, everybody. We'll see y'all. Oh, wait. Stop.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right. Match game.
Yes.
The set theme for Thursday is Pirates.
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 Yay!
Yep.
Arr.
I'm even gonna spin my camera up there and show the audience and everybody who's watching out there, all three of them, of what what Thursday night stage is gonna be.
And don't forget
Actually, it's
to
two.
tip the girl behind the bar because she needs a new outfit. Winter
Yeah,
is
she
coming.
does. Huh?
No, she
Yeah,
doesn't.
this morning it was 48 degrees.
All right. Good night, everybody. See y'all back here next
Night.
Tuesday for comedy.
No.
See y'all Thursday at Match Game.
Cool.
Thank you, Nick.
Bye.